Once upon a time, there was a man named Abraham who lived in a city called Ur. Abraham was a faithful man who loved God and followed his commands. One day, God spoke to Abraham and told him to leave his home and go to a land that God would show him. Abraham had faith and obeyed God. So he packed up his family and his belongings and left Ur. Abraham and his family traveled for many days, until they reached the land that God had promised him. Abraham built an altar there and made a sacrifice to God. God was pleased and blessed Abraham and promised him that his descendants would be as numerous as the stars in the sky. Abraham and his wife, Sarah, had a son named Isaac. When Isaac was a young boy, God asked Abraham to sacrifice him as a sign of his faithfulness. But God stopped Abraham before he could do it and provided a ram for the sacrifice instead. God continued to bless Abraham and his descendants. He promised him a land of their own and that they would be a great nation. God's promises to Abraham and his descendants were fulfilled, and the people of Israel still live in the land that God promised them. Abraham's story is an example of faith and obedience, and it teaches us to always trust God and obey his commands.